Hope you all are having a great week. I just want to start this week with some reminders. As you are practicing, remember that you want to make sure that you are always holding your instrument correctly, and that when you are practicing, you're either standing up nice and tall or you're sitting up nice and tall in a chair. I've noticed some of us are starting to try to play from the floor and from different places. That's really not giving you your best chances at getting good sounds out of your instrument. Okay, remember, we're playing wind instruments. They take lots of air. We need to make sure that we're standing up nice and straight or that we're sitting up nicely in a chair. And remember to have that camera in front of you. Oh, hello, this is Nick. Nick is joining the video this week. Thanks, Nick. Make sure to have your camera right in front of you so that we can give you some good feedback. Along with holding your instrument correctly, oh, here he is again. You want to just sit here with me and talk to them? Along with holding your instrument correctly, remember that you're always going to want to do your warm-up as well. Buzzing on your mouthpiece for quite a while first. Remember that we want to have our embouchure, the way we hold our mouth, in a good M. Lips together, and remember you don't see much of your lips when you're in an M. I'm noticing some poochy forward lips. You're not going to get a good buzz that way, and you're not going to be able to get the notes out on the right shelf, as I've been talking about with some shelves. So that good M, corners pulled back, chin nice and flat, and some good pressure against the mouthpiece so we can get a good buzz. Once you are done doing your warm-up on just your mouthpiece, remember to do some of those long tones, like exercises 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. Then jump into being able to play the songs that I'm going to assign. As we start playing more and more, our muscles are going to get nice and developed and we'll be able to make it through these songs. But doing those long tones and that buzzing on the mouthpiece is going to only help you be able to play longer and play better. So our plan for this week, I want to spend a little more time on number 25, Lightly Row. It's kind of a tough one, and I'm not sure that a week was enough for all of you to be able to work on that. So we're going to do another week on Lightly Row. We'll do another play along of that and give you another chance at that. Then we're going to move on and go over onto page 8 at the top and learn a new note. I hope that we're all comfortable with the first 5 that we learned, and now we're going to get ready to add a 6th new note. So that is our plan for this week. Let's get started. Okay, trombones, we've already done our warming up on just our mouthpiece. We've already done our warming up of our long tones. A reminder, when we're holding the slide, we're only holding with our 2 fingers and our thumb, pinching our slide, and that the bell is straight up right out in front of us. Okay, so another week on Lightly Row. Remember, a lot of this is repetitive, stuff that we do in the top line, we're going to do again in the bottom line. Make those connections. And also remember, as we get to the end of the first line, get our eyes down to the second line and ready. At the end of each of the lines, remember, we jump from our higher first position F down to our low first position B flat, and we don't have to move our slide. Okay, let's play. So you know what my favorite part of that one is? It's probably the second line, because it's so cool that we're out in sixth, and as the notes go up, all we have to do is bring our slide in, right? 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 4, 3, and then we go 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 3, 1. I don't know, I just love that part. That part just makes so much sense to me. Okay, how'd we do? Hopefully we did good. It's week 2 on that one. Like I said, that one's a little challenging. It's gonna take some practice time. No rests in there, so there's not really any time to stop and think, is there? Okay, let's turn the page. Page 8, new note. We're gonna start talking about G. And G is a higher 4th position. So it's just like our first position where we know 2 notes. We know I call it the bottom shelf, B flat. And our middle shelf, the F. Same thing we're now going to be doing in 4th position. Our lower shelf, our bottom shelf, we already know D. Now we're going to go to our middle shelf, G. So as you're practicing, just practice going back and forth between those 2 shelves. The lower shelf, remember, is a little bit more relaxed with our buzz. The higher shelf, the middle shelves that we're working on, we got to have a little bit more of a smile, a little bit more corners pulled back, a little bit firmer of an M, and some faster air. So just practice going back and forth between those. Okay, if we look at 28, Au clair de la lune. You maybe played this one on recorders or have had it in music class. This one's very similar to hot cross buns in that it only uses 3 notes. Your E flat, your F, and your G. So 3rd position, 1st position, and 4th position, the higher position, the higher shelf that we're learning today. Gonna be a little bit easier for us that way, only having 3 positions to worry about. Not any rest, so the notes got to keep moving. Our brains and our slides and everything keep moving. But you will notice this one is repetitive. If you look at the first half and then you look at the second half, you should notice that they're exactly the same. So once you can play the first 4 measures, guess what? You can play the second 4 measures. Let's try it. Get yourself in 3rd, because that's where we're starting. And here we go. say the positions to see if I can do that with in my brain, just using my brain and figuring out what position everything is. So I would go 3, 3, 3, 1, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 1, 3. And then if I felt I could do that, then I'd move on to saying it and moving the slide. 3, 3, 3, 1, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 1, 3. And once I felt I could do that really well, then I would play it. Sometimes it just takes that in our brains to get things moving, especially when we're just getting started with an instrument. And if you can say it, and you can say it and move your slide, as long as your mouth is set correctly, you'll be able to play it. Let's go ahead and we'll do that one again. Get your slide set in third, and I'll try not to let mine slide away when I start my metronome. And one reminder I didn't talk about in our main reminders is tonguing. Remember, you should be feeling your tongue hitting your teeth with that T sound. Okay? Don't poo it with your lips. The tongue hits the teeth, and remember, the air keeps moving. If you noticed in that, a couple of times I felt like I was running out of air. I wasn't going to make it to the comma, to the breath mark. So I just grabbed a quick breath. And you might find that too. Because again, we need to be pushing a lot of air. We're playing a wind instrument, and your air has to go all the way through all this tubing before your sound can come out. So it takes quite a bit of air. Okay, so focusing this week on our lightly row and our new note G in Au clair de la lune. I hope you have a great week, and I will look forward to seeing your videos again.